welcome the Engineers. Once again, good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to Rensselaer and Houston Fieldhouse for tonight's non-league matchup between the Pioneers of Denver University and your Engineers of Rensselaer. Let's take tonight's starting lineups. First, the visitors from Denver, starting in goal number 1, Sam Britton. And left defense, number 21, Joey LaLeggia. And right defense, number 4, Josiah Didier. The starting forwards for Denver, and left wing, number 12, Ty Loney. At center, number 27, Quentin Shore. And at right wing for the Pioneers, number 18, Emil Roman. The rest of the Denver Pioneers, their head coach is Jim Montgomery. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Engineers of RPI. Leading the Engineers out on the ice, please welcome number 48, Junior Engineer Owen Sale. Starting in the goal, the junior from Buffalo, New York, number 34, Scott DeBold. And left defense of senior from West Palm Beach, Florida, number 3, P. LeBeau. And right defense, a junior from Nipissing, Ontario, number 10, Curtis Leonard. The starting forward for the Engineers, at left wing, a junior from Nipissing, Ontario, number 9, Matt Neal. At center, he's a senior from Kingston, Ontario, number 23, Brock Hicks. And at right wing, a junior from Sanford, Connecticut, number 39, Ryan Henry. The rest of the Engineers, their head coaches, Seth Abbott. Assistant coaches, Ryan Vines, Nolan Graham, Kirk McDonald, and guest host tonight for the class of 72, Terry Jordan. Now we ask that you please rise as the RPI band will play the national anthem of Canada. And now Ms. Rachel Anderson will sing the national anthem of the United States of America.
How much time?
We got like a minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I put a promo in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the puck drops in about 10 seconds.
Okay.
That's all right. No worries. I can do the Frontier check-in like at a break or something. I mean, I get a puck stoppage.
Almost there.
Okay. Are you there?
Yep. All right. You're up now.
All right, Jay Stickney back here in Troy, New York. Rensselaer, number 18 in the nation, number 20, Denver. And off the face-off, Tyloney coming down the right side got tripped up in the first 15 seconds of the game. So Denver now starting their power play. They were 0 for 2 last night. Tyloney over the wall, going wide. Here's a shot just wide by Marcineau. Kept in by Will Butcher up top. Mikowski on the near side. Hard off the wall. And over to Tyloney. Getting there is Mike Zaleski. Can't get it out. Denver keeps it in. Mikowski again up top. Throws it to his left to Mikowski. Tyloney at the half wall. Butcher throws it across. Mikowski trying to go down low to Marcineau. Puck loose at the hash mark and then just able to squeeze it around. Butcher was the defenseman Curtis Leonard. So Denver on the power play in the first minute of the game. No score. Rensselaer and DU. Pioneers won it 2-1 in overtime last night. Legia and Doremus over the line, but it's going to get touched up. And an offsides call on the Pioneers. McGowan was there for Rensselaer. Face off outside the Pioneer line. Gabe Levin goes back to get it. Now Zajac over to Joey LaLeggia. LaLeggia brings it up center ice for Denver. Doremus over the line, one man to beat, and they're going to say offsides on the Pioneers as they came in force. All five lined up together, and one of the five a moment too soon. Denver has now played 10 of their 17 games, have been 1 goal or less encounters, but again, the number one team, tied for number one with UMass Lowell in defense. Will Butcher carries it in, sends it off the wall. Back behind to get it is Bo Dolan, and he'll just slap at the length of the ice. Sam Britton will let it go for Mikowski on the near side. Denver down to 20 seconds remaining in the tripping call. Over the line, Loney shot and right under the armpit there of the goaltender Scott Diebold, but he is able to hold on and make the save as getting ready to come out of the box is Matt Neal. Neal, the junior, had a assist last night on the goal by Brock Higgs. And once again, a big face-off win by RPI, and Rensselaer will get out of this penalty unscathed. Joey LaLeggia with good speed through the neutral zone. Neal out of the penalty box. LaLeggia down low. Jumped over the stick of Doremus. Picked up now by the Engineers. RPI down the left side. Neal coming in. Centering pass. And right there is Gabe Levin. And he'll immediately backhand it out of the zone. Sent right back in by Rensselaer. Sam Britton will cut it off. LaLeggia to Quentin Shore. His pass too far for Doremus. It's going to roll just wide of the net. They're going to wave off the icing. Pioneers able to get a line change behind the play. First shift of his collegiate career, Evan Ritt. Now Matt Tabram back to get it over to Ritt. Ritt knocked off the puck at center ice. Picked up there. And coming out the other way with it is Chris Bradley. Late scratch for Rensselaer. Jacob LaLiberte couldn't make it after the pregame skate, so they went with Travis Fulton. Now here's Johnny Rodgick. Takes it all the way around the Pioneer cage up top. Just kept in by Leonard. Nice play by Matt Marcineau. Marcineau takes it away in front of the Pioneer bench and forces it back into the RPI zone. Denver with another line change here. And the puck will be dumped in. Picked up by Matt Van Voris. Van Voris missed last night's game with the illness. And back in on that D-line tonight. Here's Mikowski, coughs up the puck at center ice and sent right back in again. Will Butcher racing back for Denver. Loose puck to the side of the cage. Picking it up is Mikowski. Just gets it around big Luke Karate. 6'5", 250 pounds. Butcher behind his net. Little give and go there. Marcineau and Gabe Levin. Levin over the line, and he had La Raza, who tucks it in after the whistle is blown. But they're going to say offsides the call, and now the referee, Whittemore, coming over to talk to La Raza, telling him, don't tuck that puck into the net after a whistle. Surprised nobody got up in front of La Raza on that. Great feed by Levin, but a hair too soon over the line for Zach La Raza. Still scoreless, 15 and a half remaining. Opening period from Troy, New York. Rensselaer gets it in. Big Ryan Haggerty, leading goal scorer in the nation, had it and then tipped away by Emil Romig, last night's hero in overtime for Denver. Josiah Didier spins away from Haggerty in the corner. Pressured again, now over to Romig. Romig down the right side. Centering pass, Quentin Shore over the line. Has LaLeggia in deep, shot, and he just missed it wide. Great looking rush, and LaLeggia did everything but finish. Ty Loney now in the neutral zone. Carries it in. 1-on-3. Now spins back and puts it in the corner. Abandoned by his line mates for a change. Rensselaer will send it in. Fulton. And Denver able to get it out. That's Moore onto the tape of Garrett Allen. Allen drives the net. Gets pulled down and no call as it goes right into the goal and knocked it over the moorings. Nice feed by Moore. And Garrett Allen going to the left hand, driving the net. Looked like he got hooked, but no call there. Allen's got, if not the best wheels on the Pioneers, probably equal with Emil Romick as far as north-south speed is concerned. Now Zajac. Karams off the wall, over to the far side. Picked up and out by Miloš Bubela. Matt Van Voris in the corner. Puck up top. Garrett Allen has it, puts it on the tape. Trevor Moore over the line, driving the net to Remus. Centering pass to Zajac, and nobody there. Back we come the other way. And Zaleski tied up by Mikowski. Shot wide of Britton to the stick side. Played off the wall there by Leonard. Leonard has Trevor Moore on him. Now behind the end boards. Try to force it. Zajac plays the puck. Can't get it out. Now Jimmy DeVito. Down low to Zaleski. Zaleski in the corner now. And puck is tipped and out to center ice. Slapped right back in by RPI. Getting there first is Matt Tenorti for the Engineers. Comes to Bradley, throws it across. Shot on net, tipped over the crossbar. Rebound, tough angle shot, saved by Britton. Now Bradley again, walks it off the wall. Shot got through the traffic, but wide. Now Tabram sends it into the corner. Denver needs to get a line change here as Mikowski tries to flip it out of the zone, but only gets it out to center ice. And again, it's going to be sent right back in by Bo Dolan as Rensselaer really carrying the play in the last couple minutes. 12:55 remaining. First period, no score. DU and Rensselaer. Now Gabe Levin below the line, drops it off for Grant Arnold. Didier throws it to Olegia, makes a move, still with the puck shot, and it was blocked in front. Boy, two dangle moves by Olegia and still got the shot off. Played off the wall. Here's Gabe Levin again. Marcineau in deep. Now at the half wall, tied up as La Raza comes over to help. Marcineau able to keep it in the zone. La Raza can't get the shot off. Poked away there by Guy LeBoeuf. Pioneers continue to pressure. Leonard behind his own net. And now RPI will get it at. Cross ice pass to Neal. Neal goes wide down the left side. Tipped away by Didier. Now at the half wall, Marcineau. Cross ice, 2 or 3 feet in front of La Raza. Played off the wall. 11:55 remaining. Opening period. No score. Here's Schrader over the line. Now in the high slot. Coming in to keep it in the zone was Mark McGowan. Puck slides behind the Pioneer cage. Now over into the near corner. Quentin Short takes the body on McGowan. Puck comes loose. And now it's cut off behind the net. Bottom of the circle, backhanded shot. Never got through. Karate with a shot and a stick save made by Britton. Broken stick out on the ice. That's Lelegia. So Denver really playing with about a half man short. Needs to get the puck out. Ty Loney ties up his man, but again, Rensselaer gets the puck in deep. Now trying to jump around the defenseman, Zach Schrader. Bottom of the circle, shot off of Quentin Short. Going to be picked up by Riley Bourbonnais. Up top, Karate. His shot high and wide. But Denver running out of gas here, trying to do anything they can to get a change. Puck out to center ice. Olegia again can't get off the ice. Finally, he just gets under it, and we're going to have a whistle here. And not sure if it hit the scoreboard or not, but they're bringing the faceoff right back in front. So Olegia got under the puck with the backhand and sent it right above the scoreboard and looked like it might have gone off the side of the scoreboard. 10:45 now remaining. Opening period. No score. RPI in Denver. Pioneers won it last night 2-1 in overtime. Puck comes loose. Picked up again. This time it's going to be Mikowski coming right up center ice. Now to his left, Trevor Moore. Moore goes wide. Held up along the half wall there. Puck squirts loose. Denver able to keep it in, and now it's picked up by Rensselaer's Guy LeBoeuf. Down the left side with speed comes Travis Fulton. Doremus can't get it out. Puck top of the circle. Bradley shot. Tipped in front and over the glass. We'll take a break from Troy, New York. No score. This is Pioneer Hockey on 105.5 ESPN.
All right, Porter injury report if you have a chance.
All right, no read.
Porter injury report if you have a chance.
Yeah, we don't have any injuries.
All right, so I'll just play the intro.
Yeah, just play the intro.
And then after that, we have Papa John's and Orr Law Firm if you have a chance to get those in throughout.
Okay.
I know we're pressed in this game.
Oh, I'm making this up as I go, man. These are the fastest games in history.
I know. I was like, holy crap! 10 minutes left already.
Yeah, there's no breaks. There's 15-second whistles.
All right, I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. You're up.
All right, Jay Stickney back here at the Houston Fieldhouse on the campus of RPI, Troy, New York, just outside Albany. No score, and we got a penalty behind the play coming up on Matt Tabram, as he now is going to go to the box for 2 minutes. He held up the Rensselaer forward. I think it was Jimmy DeVito, and it was. So Matt Tabram will go to the penalty box for 2 minutes. Hey, back to the Porter Hospital injury report. Denver with no injuries at this point. No longer counting the injury to Brad Hawkinson, who had that shoulder surgery and will not return this season. Expected to receive a medical red shirt. So Tabram in the box for the Pioneers for holding. And with 9:18 remaining in this opening period, no score. First power play of the night for Rensselaer. Denver 0 for 1. Both teams went 0 for 2 on the man advantage last night. Off the wall, played there by Brock Higgs. Skates around one man, drops it for Haggerty, and it's blocked by Mikowski and cleared out. Again, Mikowski. Great block there in front. Ryan Haggerty, the junior, leading the nation with 18 goals in only 16 games. Now here's Neal over the Pioneer line, and we'll have an offsides call right as he hit Mike Zaleski down the left wing. Pioneers not done on this road trip. They will bus tomorrow afternoon to Amherst, Massachusetts for a one-game Tuesday night special at UMass. And then they will break for 16 days. Except, of course, assistant coach David Lasson, Will Butcher, and Quentin Shore headed to the World Juniors with USA Hockey in Sweden. Now behind the net, Matt Marcineau. Didier shovels it to the point, but Leonard keeps it in. Now Tenorti, bottom of the circle. Arraza's there, and he'll just spin and fire the puck out. Denver will get another change here, and down to 40 seconds remaining on the power play for the Engineers. RPI ranked 18th in the nation coming into the weekend. And Marcineau and Doremus stand up the player Zaleski at the blue line and then clear it out. Denver with the number 1 penalty kill unit in the nation. And RPI 15 seconds remaining on their power play. Puck hit way up in the air and it went over the screen and into the Zamboni pit. That was up in the air at least 60 feet. And they're going to talk about the face-off. I think they're going to do it outside the Pioneer line. So Quentin Shore will take it there against Brock Higgs. Higgs, the senior, got the lone goal last night in the first 2.5 minutes of the game, and that was the only one RPI had. So out of the penalty box comes Matt Tabor, and both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Still scoreless, 7:25 remaining in the first. Will Butcher now in the corner, Quentin Short flips it high in the air, and it just comes down at center ice. Tabor able to push it in deeper into the Rensselaer corner. Denver will change it up behind the play. Tabor goes to the bench. Now Zajac out to Romick. Romick down the right wing, centers it in front to Loney, and it jumps off the tape. Loney goes into the corner, corrals it, and then gets pushed down by big Luke Karate. Back comes Rensselaer. Shot, save, puck's loose. Britton doesn't know where it is, falls on his side, and finally Denver comes out with it. Here comes Quentin Short. Now Ty Loney, and it'll be tipped out by Rensselaer, and this will be an icing call. We'll take a break. 6:32 remaining. No score. DU and RPI on 105.5 ESPN.
All right, Papa John's when you have a chance.
This is exhausting. I'm just a man. I'm one man.
You're like an oxygen judge.
I'm like an oxygen man. Nobody feels sorry for the broadcasters. All right, what's read here's Papa John's?
Yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1, you're up.
All right, both teams even strength. 6:15 remaining in this first period. Olegia pulls it off the wall to Didier. Didier down low to Garrett Allen's going to be cut off, and RPI gets it out with 6 minutes now remaining in this opening period. No score. Looks like it'll be another tight one tonight. Denver won it in overtime 2-1 last night. Didier slaps it in for the Pioneers. Puck cut off behind the play and pass to Bourbonnais too far. This will be another icing call on RPI. Hey, Pioneer fans, the day after every Pioneers hockey win, you get a large cheese pizza for only $4.99 at Papa John's. Just enter the promo code PIONEERS at papajohns.com. That's papajohns.com. So face off again in front of the Rensselaer net. Both goaltenders have not been pressured very much this period. RPI out shooting Denver 5-3. Puck back along the end boards. Mikowski and Will Butcher back there for Denver. Now Ty Loney can't get it out. Slap shot there from Dolan. Skips wide. Stick side of Britton. Pioneers will chip it out of the zone. Dolan goes back to get it high off the glass. And a loose puck, and Mikowski able to just get it. No, it's going to stay in. Has a man. Shot. Save Britton. Oh, what a save by Britton. Easily keeping a goal away right there. All alone in the slot was Tenorti, and he thought he had one. Big hit from behind on Mikowski. We got a penalty coming up on Mikowski. And touched up by Quentin Shore. And this is either going to be a boarding or a check from behind on Mikowski, and always a dangerous moment of the game, as you never know if this will be a 2-minute or a 5-minute with a misconduct. It'll be a boarding call on David Mikowski. They have now put up 2 minutes, so Mikowski only given 2 minutes there for boarding. And that came right after Sam Britton made a tremendous save. Power play here. Dolan goes wide. Shot. Britton save. Rebound top of the circle. 4.5 minutes remaining in this first period. No score. At the half wall. Zaleski throws it across. Levin able to cut it off. Gets under it and just beyond the outstretched arm of Dolan. He got enough of it to knock it down, but still in the neutral zone. Taken away by Olegia. Coming in shorthanded down the right side, top of the circle. Nice feed there to Marcineau, but went off the heel of the stick as he had a man right on him. Zajac keeps it into the far corner. Second power play chance of the night for RPI. 3:50 remaining in this opening period, still scoreless. Down the left side, Zaleski up along the end wall again. Puck squirts over to the near side. Right there, Grant Arnold, and he'll send it the length of the ice. Goaltender Scott Diebold will play it there. Denver gets a big change here with 45 seconds remaining on the power play on the boarding call to David Mikowski. Pioneers only 3 shots in this first period, and we just have over 3 minutes remaining. Broken stick down out on the ice. Now Matt Tabram out to center ice. Gets his pocket picked from behind. Now over the line. Here's Miloš Bubela, and Didier able to take it away and clear it out for Denver. Referee Whittemore picks up the broken pieces of lumber or aluminum or plastic or whatever they use these days. 8 seconds remaining in the penalty to David Mikowski. Last chance here on the power play for Rensselaer. Now puck behind the net. Didier is there. Still to the right of the cage. Shot. Puck is blocked. Rebound. Shot again, and missing it wide is Bubela. Mikowski out of the box for Denver. And Pioneers get it out to neutral ice. Down to 2:25 remaining. Denver's penalty kill unit, the best in the nation. 59 teams, nobody better. Denver 2 for 2 already on the penalty kill this period. Malesia sends the puck into the corner. Tylone and Trevor Moore go in to get it. Centering pass, Quentin Shore all alone. Shot, and what a save there by Diebold. Shore between the hash marks, nobody on him. But pretty much put it into the chest of Diebold. 1:45 remaining now in this first period, no score. Miloš Bubela down the right side. And it hit a Pioneer on the bench as they try to go in deep. We'll have a whistle and take our final break of the opening period. No score. This is Pioneer Hockey on 105.5 ESPN.
All right, or law firm when you have a chance.
All right.
All right, I'll count you down.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, you are up.
All right, Mikowski can't keep it in on the point. Back comes Fulton down the left wing. Carries it behind the Pioneer net, thrown in front, but Will Butcher able to shovel it out for Denver. Taken away by La Raza. La Raza down the left side as Denver gets a late line change behind him. La Raza along the end wall. 55 seconds remaining opening period. No score. DU and Rensselaer, also known as RPI. So puck into the corner. Raza held up there by Guy LaBeouf. And when I say held, I mean he is held up along the glass. No call. Now we got a penalty coming up. So they didn't call the penalty on the hold to La Raza, but they do get LaBeouf on what looks to be either a tripping or interference against Doremus. So Denver with a power play with 31 seconds remaining in the period. We are still scoreless. Hey, Pioneer fans, we hope you're enjoying tonight's game responsibly. If you've had too much to drink, well, be sure to designate a sober driver or call a cab. The only way to avoid a DUI charge is to not drink and drive. This message brought to you by the Orr Law Firm, Colorado's premier DUI defense team, the Orr Law Firm. So 2-minute power play for the Pioneers, only 30 seconds remaining in the period. So let's see if Denver can get one here or if it'll carry over. 0 for 1. Here's Mikowski's pass, broken up. Denver picks it up. Shot off the side of the net by Trevor Moore. No-look pass is picked off and cleared out. All right, so back to get it is Mikowski. 5 seconds remaining in the power play. I'm sorry, in the period. Mikowski fires it on net, blocked by the defenseman, and that's going to do it for the opening period. So both RPI and Denver struggling offensively. A couple of huge saves by the goaltenders, Sam Britton and Scott Diebold. And at the end of one period, we are scoreless. Denver will have a minute and 29 seconds remaining on the power play when we drop the puck in the second period. Hey, I got a special interview coming up. Former Pioneer assistant coach Seth Appert, now the head coach at Rensselaer for the last 8 seasons. He helped the Pioneers get those 2 national champion back-to-back titles in 2003 and 2004. He will be my guest when we return to Troy, New York. You're listening to the 7-time national champion Pioneers on 105.5 ESPN.
I'm here with Engineers captain Matt Tenorti. Matt, what does the team have to do to be on the offense?
I think we just got to navigate the neutral zone and make sure when we're getting it deep, we're doing our best to possess and wear them down in the offensive zone.
Yeah, and after the close game yesterday, is there anything different that the team's doing in order to get some more goals, just as we were saying before?
A couple of things, X's and O's wise, as far as breaking out in the neutral zone, but just want to make sure we keep working hard and playing honest the whole 60.
Yeah, with all that in mind, you're heading into the locker room here. What's going to be the big message for the other guys as the captain, telling them what you got to do to win the game here?
I think it's just catch your breath and take some time, refocus, and make sure you're locked in to start the second.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Yep.
That's one away. You're watching Engineers.
Special Olympics. Get it all set up, get the fan in there, get the cash going, and start now. That's 15 seconds. We are halfway there. Let's see if you grab that cash. 1. Time's up. First contestants here. Let's have a round of applause for tonight's contestant in the Set Q Money Machine Money Grab. And remember, for all your banking and insurance needs, stop by Set Q on Wilson Street in Troy or right here on campus at the Wrestler Union. We're saying thank you for participating in tonight's Set Q Money Machine Money Grab. Advance with the question frequently in the workshop located across from the concession stand behind section 2. We offer kid shirts, long and short sleeves, dry cleans, hats, glasses, pucks, and more. Stop by. Receive a prize with every purchase. Ryan Swig is proud to support RPI Athletics. Head downtown after the game. Check out the new Pump Kitchen at Ryan Swig. Proud sponsors, GE, Moe's, Septicue, CDTA, CDPHP, The Rock, Bank of America, Jenny Montgomery Scott, Price Shopper, Axel Fence, Yankee Trails, Red Front Pizza, Tri-City Reynolds, BP Doe, Carrabba's, Army, Troy Cabinet Makers, Ben & Jerry's, Warren and W. Payne, William J. Keller and Sons Construction, and Tri-City Valley Bats, all proud sponsors of RPI Hockey.
Our machines help identify early stages of cancer, and it's something that we're extremely proud of.
You see someone who's saved because of this technology, you know the things that you do in your life. Man,
if I didn't have an opportunity to meet a cancer survivor, I'm sure I could take something positive away from them.
My name is Jocelyn, and I'm a cancer survivor. I had cancer. I have no evidence of disease now. I would love to meet the people that made the machines. I had such an amazing group of doctors and nurses who just made such a complete picture of why I'm sitting here today.
when a woman walked in the front door just to see me, not as a cancer patient, but as a person that had been helped by a network, I was just blown away. That's what it to me. I feel like one of the luckiest guys in the world.
Thanks. Don't forget, purchase your 50/50 tickets at the table by the Engineers Pride area. Proceeds benefit the RPI softball team.
Both teams back out on center ice. Puck drops and away we go. Second period, no score. Denver on the power play. Puck into the RPI corner. Marcineau upended. Now Trevor Moore trying to keep it in the zone. Down low to Ty Loney. Loney try to go back up, and it's sent out of the zone with off the hand of Mark McGowan. At the blue line, David Mikowski brings it up ice. Up to Will Butcher. Has more, and then driving the net is Marcineau, and he blew a tire and went right into the end boards, but he's all right. RPI clears it out. Will Butcher back to get it. Denver will change it up with 48 seconds remaining on the power play. No score, early second period. Gabe Levin over the line, now goes to his right, driving the net, tries to stuff it in. Diebold with the save. Now Doremus behind the cage. Doremus to Levin behind the net. Top of the circle, Lelegia throws it across to Zajac at the point. Back to Lelegia. Now to Zajac, pressured up top by Zaleski. Pass to Levin, picked off there, and puck is cleared out easily that time by Johnny Rogic. So 8 seconds remaining in the power play. Up ice, Lelegia, left to right, splits the defenders, in deep, has a man, and a shot by Tabram is tipped up by the defenseman, Mark McGowan, and into the screen. But a great move and a feed by Lelegia. Tabram right there at the bottom of the slot. And Rensselaer not only able to save a goal there on the tip, but also gets their man out of the box. So both teams back to full strength, and both teams 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Minute and a half gone here in the second period. And it'll be Miloš Bubela giving the puck right back to the linesman. He dropped the puck and into the corner. Coming in, Johnny Rogic. Out to Bubela. Pass goes behind Ryan Haggerty. Leading scorer in the nation. Loses it to Josiah Didier. Spins away. Carries it around the net. Now brings it out. Pass to the left wing to Grant Arnold. Feathers one to Tabram. Sends it behind the net to Didier. Didier held up into the corner there. Puck comes loose. Here's LaRaza, but he can't get it back on the forehand to make the shot. Out comes Haggerty again, and he'll send it in. This one comes in on net. Redirected by Britton to Grant Arnold. Arnold off the wall. Denver can't complete the pass, and it's sent right back into the Pioneer zone. Here's Lelegia back to get it. Now over the line. Sends it in. Tylone had it between the skates and lost it. Now it comes back to the blue line. 2.5 minutes gone. Second period, no score. Here's Evan Ritt over to Romig. Evan playing his very first collegiate hockey game for the DU Pioneers tonight. Van Voorst with a collision along the end wall, and now Denver's able to get it out. Cross-ice pass to Loney, intercepted there by Guy LeBeuf. LeBeuf, who you might think is out of Montreal, is actually from West Palm Beach, Florida. Known more for its retirement than its ice hockey. And an icing call. Pioneers will have a face-off to the right of the Rensselaer net. And goaltender Scott Diebold. Denver peppered the goaltender last night as Denver put up over 30 shots on Diebold. But tonight, Pioneers only with 5 shots on net, and we are early in the second period. Rarely is that going to get it done. Brock Higgs in front of the Pioneer bench. Neal had it, then lost it. Back to get it, Matt Van Voorst for the Pioneers. Van Voorst out of the lineup last night with an illness, and back in there tonight. Over the blue line, now to Zajac. Quick pass onto the skate of Doremus. They'll flip it up in the air and into the corner. Hampton is there defensively. And again, this is going to be an icing call as the puck comes all the way down into the Pioneer corner. That time it was big Luke Karate trying to hit the forward in front of him. I think it might have been Brock Higgs. And they both went in opposite directions, the pass and the player. So another icing call here. 16:20 now remaining in the second period. Denver wins the draw. Mikowski fakes the shot, goes around Neal, gets it back, right out of the glove hand of the goaltender, Diebold. Pops out of the mitt. LaRaza up along the wall there. Now here's Marcineau racing forward at the hash mark. and poked out of the zone there by Matt Neal. Mikowski to Gabe Levin. Levin over the line. Now in the high slot. Nobody on him. Now he'll come wide. Throws it across. Bouncing puck. Picked up. Now we got a 2-on-1 the other way. Haggerty down the right side. She was a slap shot. Now went over the crossbar. Kept in on the far side by Bo Dolan. Now taken away again by Levin. And this time Levin's going to just carry it over the line to Butcher. Denver trying to get the puck in deep so they can get a line change. Puck along the end wall. Levin down on top of it. And he is trying to get outside of the puck as it's just being slapped at right underneath his stomach. Finally comes out to center ice. Pioneers will get a change. And now Romick tried to get it in deep, but he hit his own man, Quentin Shore, right in the skate, and that allows Rensselaer to get it in. Josiah Didier back for Denver. Quick pass to his right to Loney. Now to Didier. His pass jumps over the stick of Quentin Shore. Backhanded in. Cut off by Didier again. Quentin Shore, his own blue line. Outlet to Legia with speed. Top of the circle. Now at the bottom of the line. And his centering pass poked away by Schrader. Puck up on the wall. Denver sends it behind the net, far side. Didier collides there. Puck still loose, rides the dasher, and now Legia is there. His shot on net, tipped by Fulton, and into the screen. So 14:28 now remaining in this opening period. In this second period. No score, RPI and Denver. Denver won it 2-1 in overtime last night. Freshman out of Vienna, Austria, Emil Romick got the game winner. And the goals continue to be hard to find for both teams here tonight. Grant Arnold over to Van Voorhis, top of the circle, shot, put it right into the chest of the goaltender, Scott Diebold, at the top of the goal mouth. Denver just trying to get any sort of shots on net at this point. Rensselaer with 7, Denver with 6. That's normally about a half to 3/4 of a period. Pioneers win the draw. Nolan Zajac sends it along the end boards to Tabram. Tabram held up again by LeBuff. And able to get it out now is DeVito. Evan Ritt leans on him as puck comes loose. Tabram on the far wall. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Ritt has it. Sends it back over to Van Voorhis. Van Voorhis, long pass, tipped in by Grant Arnold. One hops right into the end wall. Bradley is there with Bubella. Carries up and over the line. Quick pass down the left wing. Here's Fulton with a shot. Paddle save Britton. Redirected into the near wall. Behind the net, played by Miloš Bubella again. Van Voorhis on him. Pushes him into the corner. Then Van Voorhis goes down. Gets back up. Denver comes out with it. Down the right side. Garrett Allen sends it across to Remus. Butcher. And his shot tipped over the crossbar. Trevor Moore in the corner. Lost the puck on his stick. And back comes Rensselaer again. And they'll send it in deep and get a line change. Will Butcher. Good speed around his own net. Brings it out. 5th round draft pick of the Avalanche. And a offsides call. Late call as Butcher came in and Allen fired the shot. We'll take our first break. No score. Second period. This is Pioneer Hockey on 105.5 ESPN.
All right. Mitch sits down with the women's golf coach, Lindsay Kuhl, I think is how you pronounce it.
Let me write this down, but I got to find a pen. Lindsay Kuhl?
Yeah, Kuhle. I'm looking up to see how you pronounce it exactly, but that's how I think you say it.
Lindsay Kuhl, women's golf coach.
Yep.
All right.
And Papa John's read when you have a chance.
Tell me when I'm back.
All right, you're up.
Hey, Pioneer fans, the day after every Pioneers hockey win, you get a large cheese pizza for only $4.99 at Papa John's. Enter promo code Pioneers at papajohns.com. ESPN.com. Jay Stickney, Troy, New York, DU and RPI. Shot by Loney, went right off the face mask of the goaltender. No score. 12.5 remaining, second period. Ty Loney walks it off the wall. Puck is loose. Romig shot, and it looked like it would hit the post and came out. Another shot by Romig. Tough angle, wide of the net. Sent in again. Redirected by Romig, but wide. But probably the best flurry of the night for the Pioneers. Boy, it looked like Romig's shot. I'm not sure what it hit. Didn't hit the goaltender. Must have hit the far pipe. Romig at the half wall now in the RPI zone. Puck's going to get cut off and come out by LaBeouf. Slapped in by Haggerty. Racing forward is Neal. Denver comes back with it again. Romig over the line. Didier. Shot on net. Kick save made. Ritt behind the net. Tried to throw it in front to Arnold. Shore right there as well with Bradley. And the puck comes loose and picked up. Down the left side. Sent into the Pioneer corner by Fulton. And now Riley Bourbonnais with a shot and a save made by Britton. Evan Ritt at the half wall on his near side. And now we're going to have a whistle here as I believe the puck went into the RPI bench. 11:15 remaining. I say I believe because I'm at the top of the arena on a catwalk that's about 3 feet wide. The only other people up here are the home radio. And the catwalk coming a good 15 feet over the ice. And can't see the Rensselaer bench underneath us. And a hit in the corner. Pioneers down and slow to get up. I believe it's Van Voris. Van Voris slow to get up as he got crushed in the corner. Aaron Liu, the trainer, is out. And now Van Voris looks like he's holding his right shoulder as he picks up his stick. So let's see if this is going to be a 5-minute or a 2-minute. They put 2 minutes on the board. But Van Voris hit hard in the corner. And I'm not sure if that was a checking from behind or a boarding. So they are not going to make this a 5-minute, and the Pioneer coaching staff livid. Coach Steve Miller and Jim Montgomery wanting an explanation from the referee, Whittemore, why this is not a 5-minute checking from behind, as Van Voris got pummeled in the corner. And all they're giving right now is a 2-minute checking from behind. Long explanation here. They're going to check out the instant replay. But no 5-minute call here. Fans booing. They saw the highlight and they thought that Van Voris slipped before he was even hit from behind. So fans not happy about the call. Fans not happy about paying $8 for a hot dog. Denver on their third power play of the night. No score. Quentin Shore up top to Zajac. 11 minutes remaining in the second. Now Shore sends it in. Save made. Rebound and then covered up on the blocker hand by the goaltender Diebold as Doremus crashing the net. So face off to the right of Scott Diebold in the Rensselaer cage. Denver finally starting to put some shots on Diebold. They've got 15 now. They came out of the first intermission with only 4. Puck comes loose. Doremus goes up along the wall there. Bo Dolan trying to kick it along to Zaliski, and then Zajac now keeps it in. Winds up. Shot. Tipped just wide as it went through the crease as Doremus was in front, screening. Now Doremus throws it to the high slot. Nobody there for DU. Pioneers will have to go back to get it. For the redirect by Doremus, just missing. Pioneers lose possession as Lelegia has to go back to get it at the neutral zone. And now Marcineau plays it off the Pioneer bench. Collected and sent in by McGowan for RPI. Britton has it behind the cage. Denver down to 45 seconds in the man advantage. With 9:45 remaining in the second. Trevor Moore over the line. Puck still loose and now cleared out. Going back to get it is Will Butcher. Mikowski brings it up ice with Butcher again. Now Trevor Moore going wide. Lost the puck again, and Butcher has to go back to get it. 20 seconds remaining in the power play. But Buff lost his stick, but able to keep it out of the zone. And once again, RPI will clear it out. Denver down to their final rush on this third power play of the night. Long pass to Marcineau is tipped in. And that's going to do it for the penalty. Puck is loose. Marcineau collides with his own man, LaRaza. Romick now has it, but both teams back to full strength. At the point, Mikowski whiffed on the shot. Now Butcher racing for it, and now it comes out to center ice. Mikowski back to get it for Denver. His pass in front of Romig, and that's going to be an icing call on DU with 8:45 remaining in this second period. So the Pioneers continuing to struggle here in the power play, which really was the strength of this team that kept them alive when they struggled early in the season. But the power play this weekend unable to get going, and now Coach Montgomery calling for a timeout after the icing to try to regroup here for the Pioneers. So Denver burns their timeout here after a long shift, and with 8:45 remaining in the second, we are still scoreless in Troy, New York. We'll step aside on 105.5 ESPN.
All right, I can confirm that it's Lindsay Cool.
It's Lindsay Cool.
Yep, just like COL. So.
Yeah.
And then Sodexo here if you have the chance.
Okay. Well, I got lucky there with the timeout.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to have 3 breaks in each period, right?
Yeah, you are.
Should I call the union?
You could.
Is there a college hockey broadcasters union?
All right, 3, 2, 1, you're up.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Sodexo, the official food partner of the University of Denver and Pioneer Athletics since 1999. Sodexo, making every day a better day. So Denver uses their timeout on the icing. Puck behind Sam Britton. And now out to center ice. Picking it up there is Curtis Leonard. He'll spin and fire it right back in. Cut off by Britton behind the cage. Olegia there, and Denver will come out with it. Here's Gabe Levin down the right side for Denver. Slides it into the corner. LaRaza goes in to get it. Now Levin comes in to help as well. Puck comes loose, and now skating out with it. Down the left side will be Brock Hicks. Centering pass to Haggerty. Now Denver takes it away. Nice feed to Romick. Down the right side, puck comes off the end of the stick and now into the corner. Still no score, 7:50 remaining second period. As now Doremus and LaRaza combine to get the puck back for Denver. Didier fires it up ice. Garrett Allen down the right wing, overskates the puck and now gets held up along the half wall. Rensselaer has it on the near side. DeVito, Grant Arnold on him. Arnold trying to fight through the traffic. And now back comes RPI. Johnny Rojic down the right side. Tough angle shot. That one off the side of the cage. Puck loose, trying to stuff it in. And covering up is Britton with a player right there in front of him. That was Matt Tenorti. So a harmless-looking shot off the side of the cage, then turned into a tough play for Britton as the puck came loose in the crease, and he smothered it for DU. As trying to stuff it in to Nordy. And then coming in late on the play, Johnny Rodgick. And then a couple of bodies flying all over the place. 7:16 now remaining in the second period. No score. DU and RPI. Denver able to get it out. Here's Tabram down the left side. One man to beat. That's Bradley. Caught an edge, went hard into the end wall. Now Tyloney coming in to help. Buck over to the near side. Zaleski can't get it out. Shot and redirected by Loney, but high and wide. Puck comes out again to Miloš Bubela down the right wing. Hard off the wall. Now to the right of Britton. Picked up by Will Butcher. Butcher able to get it off the wall and out. It's going to roll right on net. No icing. Denver will get a line change. Now long pass to Rodgick. Has a man in front and just missed it. Oh, they had a 2-on-1 on the late line change by Denver. But the pass to Fulton too far. So Denver, huge break there. Still scoreless. Mikowski will slap it in. Hard off the corner and over to the far side. Back to get it, Mikowski. Quick pass out to Gabe Levin. Shovels it into the right of Diebold and the Rensselaer net. Flipped out of the zone by DeVito. Evan Ritt has it at center ice. Lesia in deep. Levin drops it for LaRaza. LaRaza now into the corner. Evan Ritt picks it up. Now puck loose in the circle, and Rensselaer coming out on a 2-on-3, and it'll just be backhanded in. Going in to get it, Jimmy DeVito. Bottom of the circle. Denver's going to come out with it. Here's Zach LaRaza. Gains the line and sends it in. Hampton back to play it. Takes a hit from LaRaza. And now Haggerty off the glass and out. Didier will have to spin, get back on his horses, and go back and get it. Puck goes into the corner with Brock Higgs. And Didier wins that puck battle and gets it out. Now here's Doremus going wide, and a high wrister goes high and wide of the net. Kept in by Didier. His shot tipped, rebound in front. Puck still loose and picked up now by Dolan. And now Luke Karate gets it out. Neal sends it back into the Pioneer corner with 4:50 remaining in this second period. No score. As this game's starting to look more like Manchester United versus Chelsea. As we are now in the 35th minute. Here's Nolan Zajac over the line. Gets hit hard at the blue line by Dolan. Puck out to the Pioneer blue line. Dolan gets it back. Shovels it in. And Will Butcher back to get it for Denver. Freshman brings it up ice. Skating over the line. Now Ty Loney. Loney trying to center the pass as he's hit by big Guy LeBoeuf. Quentin Shore in the corner as well. Coming in to help is Trevor Moore. Moore held up along the wall. Now spins back the other way. Backhands it all the way behind the net to Butcher, who tries to leave it. Kept in by Loney at the point. Sends it in. That was high and wide of the net. Picked up by Riley Bourbonnais. Loney cuts it off. Loney makes a move around one man and coming way out to hold on to the puck is the goaltender Diebold, skating a good 8 feet out of his crease to give his line mates a change, as Denver's Ty Loney doing a great job keeping the puck in the zone, not once but twice. Face off to the left of the Rensselaer net. RPI wins the draw. Now big Luke Karate comes out with it. Backhander in front of Bubela, and Denver sends it right back in. Grant Arnold with a great forecheck creates the turnover, but the centering pass to Romick broken up by Bubela again. Good player out of Slovakia. And now behind the net, Josiah Didier. Here's Dolan with a shot. That goes high and wide of the net. Hard off the end wall. Now squirts loose into the corner. as we are under 3 minutes remaining in this second period. No score. Now here's Romick over the line. Defenseman lost his stick. In the slot, Tabram's shot is blocked, and here we come the other way. 2-on-1. In deep, Fulton, shot, save Britton! Fulton elected to shoot it, and Britton comes up huge for Denver. Romick backhands it in deep. Denver with a line change. End-to-end action here late in the second. Puck is chipped in. Zajac back to get it. Flipped up into the air. Bouncing puck played by Mikowski. Sends it in. Denver will dump and chase here. LaRaza's there. And Marcineau. Gabe Levin keeps it in momentarily. Big hit there by LaRaza. Puck goes over to the far side. Now LaRaza has to wait for Marcineau to get back on sides as DeVito back to play it. And slow to get off the ice, Curtis Leonard on that hit from Zach LaRaza. 1:45 remaining in the second period, no score. Denver tips it in, held on by Diebel. We'll take our final break of the second period. You're listening to Pioneer Hockey on 105.5 ESPN.
All right, Papa John's if you have a chance.
No, I don't think so.
I didn't figure.
Will Butcher's shot blocked in front. Now sent out down the right side. Didier is there. Didier behind the net. Coughs it up, but now comes out to center ice.
All right, 3, 2, 1, you are up.
Ty Loney, nice move around one man. He shoots! He scores! Oh, what a dangle move by Ty Loney as it came over the blue line, split the two defenders, and then buries it. Denver with a 1-0 lead with only 1:12 remaining in the second period. Ty Loney, who has had a phenomenal second period, gets one right there as he gets around the two defensemen. Splits them and beats Diebold to the glove side. Nobody in front of him after he made the dangle move and got through the defenseman. And the Pioneers lead it 1-0 as they have dominated this second period as far as shots and puck possession. Now a high sticking on the Pioneers call. But Ty Loney makes it 1-0 Pioneers, as we'll see who gets the assist on that one. Face off to the right of Britton. Down to 58 seconds now remaining in this second period. But Denver with a huge goal in this game. Been a very, very physical, hard-checking game out there with not a lot of time and space. And Doremus all over one of the players here as Zaleski trying to get things going for Rensselaer, pushing and shoving. And we're still going to have some players being pulled off of each other as Zaleski trying to get things. As Bubella comes in. Now Bubella throws a short right hand at Grant Arnold. Three players tied up along the wall. So Zaleski's going to the penalty box. So is Bubella. Arnold has his gloves off, but I did not see him throw a punch. But Zaleski seemed to start this whole thing. And then Bubella came in and sort of incited it. Doremus was on top of Zaleski. And I think they're going to send both Mikowski referee had to push Mikowski into the penalty box as Grant Arnold was there as well. Zaleski in the penalty box for RPI. And there should be a second player going to the box, but as of right now, they do not have it open. And Coach Montgomery trying to get some sort of a explanation from the referees why there are 2 Pioneers going and only 1 for RPI. So I have no idea what the call or no call is going to be unless they're going to give an extra 2 minutes to Zaleski, who looked like he had started this whole melee right off the face-off. And if this was some sort of a payback for a hit they didn't like earlier, I'm not sure. Mikowski physically grabbed by the referee and sent into the penalty box. And as of now, I mean, Grant Arnold is going to get roughing. And I think they're going to get Mikowski for roughing as well. So we'll have to see if this is going to be a power play or not for RPI. And it will be. Unbelievable. Not sure how that happened. But Denver's got 2 men in the box and only 1 for RPI, and they'll have a 2-minute power play. So things getting very chippy here on the road. Denver and Rensselaer. Zaleski called for roughing as well. Now Haggerty over the line, sends it in. 1-0 Denver, 30 seconds remaining in the second period. Third power play chance of the night for the Engineers. High slot, now going wide. Higgs, centering pass, that's going to be tipped by Didier, kept in, slap shot, that hit, rebound, and a save made by Britton, but Sajak took that slap shot right off the wrist. And there's another Pioneer slow to get up, and that's Josiah Didier, as Didier came in after that shot as well. 11 seconds remaining, and it looks like Didier got a stick right up underneath his face mask, and now he'll be late getting over to the bench with Matt Tabor. 10 seconds remaining in the period. Here's a shot, save, rebound. 4 seconds remaining in the period, and a power play goal for RPI. Britton made the initial save, and then did the old look behind, knowing the puck was not in his possession, then it was tapped in. So I think they're going to give the goal to Matt Neal. But all the physical play and penalties come back to haunt Denver here, as it's tipped in after the initial save by Britton by Matt Neal. And that's going to do it for the second period. So the late penalty haunts Denver. Power play goal here after some very physical play. And Denver will go into the locker room with RPI all tied up at 1 apiece. So we'll take a break. When we come back, our own Mitch Hyder will talk to the DU women's golf coach. And that is Lindsay Kuhl. So Mitch will talk to Lindsay when we come back at intermission. Denver and RPI all tied up at 1 apiece on 105.5 ESPN.
All right.
Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
The second night, we always do the academic thing.
Yeah, that's what's coming up here.
Why would we do the DU women's golf coach?
I have no idea why he is.
Who did we do last night? The basketball coach?
Hey, we're after the second period here. I'm here with number 9. Tell me, you were on the ice there. Break down that goal play. What happened?
It was a tough draw. Higgs tied up in the draw. He wanted both of us in there. He was able to get a stick free. Moved it back to Bo Dolan. Over to Haggerty for a quick shot. The rebound was sitting right there, right on the goal line. Just was an easy goal. I just went in there and head down and just chipped away, and it just went in.
Yeah, but the score being 1-1, what does the team have to do to be on the offense during the next period?
We just got to bear down and compete in the third period. Just got to finish out the game, build off of that second period, and just come out hard and outwork our opponent.
Yeah, with that in mind, what's going to be the big word in the locker room to get everybody pumped and ready for the last period of play?
Everybody just communicating with each other. I think just keep it light and keep it up tempo in the room, and I think we'll be just fine.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.
That's 2 away. You're watching Engineers Hockey live on RPI TV.
still go to Haggerty and Golan. Remember, your Engineers battle the USA UAT team tomorrow. Game time 4 p.m., 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here at the Fieldhouse, and it's Autism Awareness Day. We'll see you here at Houston Fieldhouse. Don't forget, stick around after tomorrow's game for the Engineers meet and greet. RPI Men's Hockey would like to wish Bill Ward a happy birthday and a happy 9th birthday to Riley O'Brien. Elsewhere in college hockey, one final this afternoon, UMass defeated Colgate 2-0. After 2 periods of play, in Boston, it's Bentley 3, Boston University 0. Also after 2, Maine 3, AIC 1, Vermont 3, St. Lawrence 1. Late in the second period, Express State 2, Michigan State 0. And middle of the first period, St. Cloud State 1, Union 0.
Hi, I'm Coach Seth Apple. Now I'm coming to a gentleman to remind you to stay safe on nights this winter. But if you are injured in a car accident, call us. Free consultation, good advice. The hometown friends will here to help.
For more information, visit collegehockeygames.com.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, and 1, and you are up.
All right, Jay Stickney back here at Troy, New York. Denver and RPI, both teams out on the ice, and puck goes in for the RPI corner. All tied up at 1. Denver won it 2-1 in overtime last night. Puck up on the wall, kept in by the Pioneers. Now down low, Tylone is there with Romig. Neal goes back to get it, chips it off the wall and out, down the left side. Coming in is Brock Higgs. Ducks a shoulder under Didier, now Lelegia will play it. Puck at center ice to the legs of Doremus, and now it comes over to the near side from the RPI bench, sent in by Bradley. Couple of hops into the corner. Lelegia there for Denver. Now Josiah Didier pressured, will spin away. And behind the net to Lelegia. Garrett Allen split the defender but lost the puck. Played by Didier now. Up along the far wall and sent right back in. But this should be an icing, and it will be. So Didier managed to gain the red line and then sent right back in. But an icing call here. Denver will change it up. Last night, both teams tied up at 1 after 2. Neither team able to score in the third period until Emil Romink ended it at a 3:02 mark in overtime. 10 of the 17 games the Pioneers have played this year have all been 1 goal or less. Now Zaleski over the line. Shot. Glove save. Britton. He'll hold on in a face-off to his right. 18:35 remaining in regulation. Denver will bus the 2 or 3 hours to Amherst, Mass. to play the University of Massachusetts on Tuesday, with the exception of Quentin Shore, Will Butcher, and Coach David Lasson, all joining the World Junior team for the U.S. squad. Technically, they will make 3 more cuts. Puck into the corner. Johnny Rogic to Remus, able to send it right back now at the half wall. Guy LaBeouf keeps it in. LaBeouf kicking it into the corner. Now has a man spinning away. Johnny Rogic up top. Shot wide of the net. Now behind the net. It's going to be picked up here by Matt Tenorti. Spins and fires. One off the skate of David Mikowski. Now Trevor Moore. He's been quiet this weekend. Freshman tied for the lead in goals scored for the Pioneers with 6. Now behind the net. All the way to the top of the circle. DeVito spins, hit the pipe outside of the post, and it goes into the far wall. Denver needs a change here. DeVito behind the cage. Try to hit Tenorti. Will Butcher is there for Denver, and able to get it out is Garrett Allen. Puck comes down the right side, so no icing. As back to get it is LaBeouf. Sends it high in the air. Able to get it in down the left side is Riley Bourbonnais. Up top now, Zach LaRaza for DU. LaRaza to the neutral zone. Puck at center ice and now sent in. McGowan can't get to it, and another icing call here against RPI. RPI came in ranked number 18 in the nation. Denver number 20. Pioneers, after a dreadful start to the season, now 9-6-2. And sitting in 4th place in the NCHC Conference. They have played 2 games less than a couple of the teams. Now Nolan Zajac off the wall to Tabram. He'll shovel it in. Going back to get it now, Garrett Allen. Luke Karate is there, high off the glass and out. Zajac drifting back in his own zone. Matt Van Voris will bring it up for DU. Quick pass to Ty Loney down the left side. Loney able to force the puck into the corner. Lost his stick under Karate. Puck still sitting along the wall. And now squirts loose out to center ice. Didier fires it back to Zajac. Can't hit Loney, and now Loney with a big forecheck there on Chris Bradley. Very hard-hitting, tight-checking game here tonight. Here's a turnover caused by Neal on Didier. Gabe Levin coming back, and Didier able to take it away. Now Levin down the right side. Cuts to his left through neutral ice. Backhands it in. Lelegia racing for it. Puck loose at the top of the circle. Kept in by Levin. Now LaRaza. Fans thought it went off sides, but not going to get the call. Chipped off the wall and over the stick of Didier. He'll go back to get it. Neal right with him as Lelegia picks it up. Fired off the wall out to center ice. Sent right back in. Blocker saved by Britton. It'll go up and into the screen with 15 and a half minutes remaining in this third period. And still a 1-1 tie. Denver came into the night tied for number 1 in the nation in defense with UMass Lowell, 1.88 goals against. And Sam Britton, the number 1 goaltender in the nation in goals against. Just trying to get a little bit more out of this offense. All tied up at 1 apiece. Puck behind the net. Guy LeBeuf spins back on the pressure from Moore. Out to center ice. Zaleski can't corral it, and now it'll be Trevor Moore off the wall and back to get it. LeBeuf again. Zaleski's going to carry it behind his own net, pressured by Garrett Allen. Puck dropped over to Bradley. Bradley down the left side. Now over to Fulton. Fulton goes deep over to Bubella. Driving the net, lost the puck. And Mikowski there for Denver, and now Grant Arnold. Grant Arnold down the right side. Penalty coming up. Wrist shot. Save made. Rebound. Bolesia. And now Arnold in the corner. Denver on a delayed penalty here. Extra skater on. That's Evan Ritt. Mikowski. His shot now to be touched up. No. Grant Arnold still has it. Now to Quentin Shore. He'll send it in. Kick save made. And right there to play it is Curtis Leonard. But a penalty coming up here against RPI. Good shot there by Q from the near point. And we're going to have a boarding call here against Zaleski. So maybe they were looking to add that second penalty to Zaleski that they didn't add the first time, which led to the power play and the Rensselaer goal with only 4 seconds remaining in that second period. So second penalty for Zaleski tonight, boarding the call. Denver on their 4th power play. They have not scored a power play goal this weekend. They are 0 for 5. This is their 6th chance. Joey Lolegia brings it up. All tied up at 1 apiece. 14 minutes remaining in the game. Gabe Levin over the line. Lost it there. Short-handed chance, and now the puck comes loose, and Quentin Shore back to get it. Drops it for Lolegia. Lolegia left to right through the neutral zone. Now over the line. Sends it in. Shore behind the net. Over to Zajac. And now it's poked away. Zajac keeps it in the neutral zone, but Denver has to regroup. Lolegia back to get it. Quick pass. And the puck along the half wall. Doremus now trying to keep it in. Walked off the wall by Zajac. Over to Mikowski. He lost control of it, and now it's out to center ice again. Quentin Shore peels back. Now brings it up ice. Pressured there. Has to go into the corner to get it with Curtis Leonard. Trevor Moore comes in to help. 48 seconds remaining in the power play, and it's cleared out. An obvious frustration by Coach Montgomery and his staff trying to get this power play going. 12:50 remaining in the game, tied at 1. Down to 30 seconds on the man advantage for Denver. And it's cleared out as, again, Denver unable to generate a shot on net. Britton out of his cage, leaves it for Mikowski, but Denver almost out of time. 15 seconds remaining in the power play. Trevor Moore just sends it in. Hard off the glass. Over to the near side. Corralled and cleared out. And that's going to do it for the power play. Is ready to come out is Zaleski. Denver now 0 for 4 tonight. 0 for 6 on the weekend, and we're still tied at 1 apiece. Josiah Didier down the right wing. Peels back at the half wall. Up top, LaRaza. Quick pass to his left. Van Voorst shot right into the chest of the goaltender, Diebold, at the top of the crease. We'll take a break. All tied up at 1. This is Pioneer Hockey on 105.5 ESPN.
All right, Papa John's, you have a chance.
I like when you have a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The key word during this RPI game.
Sure it is. The world's fastest hockey game.
Like beach head.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Here they come the other way. Shot, glove save, Britton.
All right, 3, 2, 2-1 URF.
And the day after every Pioneers hockey win, you get a large cheese pizza for only $4.99 at Papa John's. Enter promo code Pioneers at papajohns.com. Jay Stickney in Troy, New York, Denver, and Rensselaer. Shot blocked by Didier off the stick of Ryan Haggerty. Didier sacrificing his body there. Haggerty leads the nation in goals with 18. Out comes Quentin Shore. He gets a shot off, pops out of the glove of Diebold, who slides and smothers the puck about 6 feet outside the crease. But what a play by Didier off that design play. Ryan Haggerty blocked, had the puck in the high slot, and Didier goes down and blocks it. Denver has kept Ryan Haggerty out of the back of the net this weekend with 11.5 remaining in this third period. David Mikowski in the corner. Now Trevor Moore, and the puck will slide out to center ice. Garrett Allen back to play it with Zajac. Now Mikowski trying to jump around the defenseman Bradley. Puck is picked up by Bo Dolan. Trying to dig it out against the wall there is Doremus, who keeps it in the zone. Trevor Moore trying to help out as well. Puck taken away. And now out into the neutral zone. Tenorti will let it go into the corner. And now we're going to have a whistle and a penalty coming up. Holding on the Pioneers. So holding's going to be the call on Dan Doremus behind the play. Right there at the half wall, and that allowed the Pioneers to keep it in. So a power play chance here for RPI. They capitalized on the last one to tie the game at 1 apiece. 10:54 remaining in the hockey game in regulation. Holding on to Remus. Denver wins the draw, clears it out. So over the line now comes Neal. Jumps around Didier. Below the line. Puck comes loose. Quentin Shore there along the far side with Lalegia. Didier has it behind the net. And out to Tabram. Tabram backhands it off the wall and out. Denver will change it up behind the play. Back to get it. Ryan Haggerty. Now leaves it for Neal. Matt Neal up center ice for RPI. Cuts to his left at the Pioneer blue line. Sends it hard off the wall. Now behind the Pioneer net. Into the corner. Mikowski is there. And Matt Marcineau able to get it out. The freshman for DU. Now at the halfway point of the final period. All tied up at 1 apiece. 1 minute remaining in the power play for the Engineers. Over the line, McGowan. Puck goes into the corner, played by Miloš Bubela. Leonard inside the blue line. Shot never got through the traffic. McGowan into the corner, sends it behind the net. Now Tenorti, top of the circle, comes in. Shot blocked by Zajac, whose stick was shattered. LaRaza able to get it out and send it in on net. And Denver will regroup. Zajac coming to get a new stick. 25 seconds in the power play remaining. Leonard carries it in. Puck comes loose. Didier is there, and he'll get it out. Denver came into tonight the number 1 penalty kill team in the nation. Giving up 1 out of 3 tonight. Over the line, Haggerty drops it for Briggs. Throws it across. Now at the point, Karate. Penalty ends. Shot on net. Never got through. So Doremus. Haggerty shot. Side of the net. Another one and a blocker save made. Haggerty kicks it up again and another shot. This one goes through the crease. Didier upended, but Denver gets it out. Couple of sniper shots there from Ryan Haggerty, but Britton up to the task. 8:25 remaining in the final period. All tied up at 1. Jimmy DeVito sends it in. Mikowski along the end wall. Now Lalegia picks it up. Quick pass over to Emil Romick. Last night's hero comes down the left side. Chases his own pass along the end wall. Tyloney in front. There's Levin, and he can't push it in as the defense collapsed around him. Loney throws it up to Romig, who comes up with nothing but air, and the puck goes all the way back. Gabe Levin came oh so close to giving Denver a lead. We are still tied at 1. 7:45 remaining in regulation. David Mikowski tried to hit Allen. It's going to be an icing call on the Pioneers. And then Allen goes into the cage. We'll take a break. 1-1 the score here. You're listening to the 7-time national champion Pioneers on 105.5 ESPN.
No read here.
You made it a 30, I hope?
Yep, I took out the other 30. I'll add it to the post game.
You are a very, very brave man.
I try. All right, 3, 2, 1, you are up.
1-1 the score here, 7:22 remaining in the game. Rensselaer and DU. Exact score at this exact moment last night. Denver won it in overtime. Garrett Allen between his own legs gets it in. Denver with a line change. And back into the corner to play it. Guy LeBeau into the corner. Bradley will pick it up for the Engineers. RPI out with it down the left side. Here's Fulton with speed. Puck off the end of his stick, now on the end wall. Mike Zaleski and Doremus in the corner. Doremus had the puck and then lost it. Didier jabs it up to Trevor Moore, and Moore able to send it down the left side. Pioneers will change it up again. Puck in the neutral zone. Thrown across there. Fulton will play it just on sides. Now sends it behind the Pioneer cage. Leleggi and Loney combine to get it out. Now here's Quentin Shore. Gets around one man. Top of the circle. Shot. Kick save made there by Diebel. Behind the net. Comes loose again. Now picked up. Coming in. Schrader trying to jump around Van Voris, who made a nice play. Leleggia backhands it. And then able to get it out is Romig. Tyloney trying to use his size to get the puck back. It comes out to center ice. Now drifting back is Matt Van Voris. 5.5 minutes remaining now in the hockey game. All tied up at 1. Tyloney coming down the right wing. Loney, bottom of the circle. Had a trailer with Tabram, but it goes behind him. And back comes RPI. 2-on-3. Down the left side goes Neal. Held up along the glass by Mikowski. Puck on the end wall. Picked up there by Brock Higgs. Grant Arnold flips it off the glass. Played by LaRaza. LaRaza has Tabram. Centering pass, but it came too close and covered up by the goaltender, Scott Diebel. So back in the second period, Denver getting a goal from Tyloney at the 18:48 mark, even strength, assisted by Q Shore. And then with only 4 seconds remaining in that second period, Matt Neal on an assist from Ryan Haggerty and Bo Dolan. And that's all there is. Face off. Chopped at by Gabe Levin. It's going to go up into the screen. We'll do it all over again. Denver wins the draw. Now along the far wall. Puck comes loose, picked up now, and out to center ice. Puck's going to get sent in by Jimmy DeVito. Mikowski goes into the corner. Now it's cut off. Trying to center the pass to a driving DeVito. Up along the end wall. Mikowski on him. Kicks it along. Sends it into the far corner. Racing for it, Curtis Leonard. Now coming in, Will Butcher. Butcher can't get it out. Leonard tipped, and a save by Britton as it came off the stick of Quentin Shore. Great last-second kick save by Sam Britton, and Denver will just dump it in. Garrett Allen goes back for Denver, and once again, RPI able to get it out. Here's Haggerty over the Pioneer line, goes wide, and his pass behind Neal as it came through the slot. Picked up by Josiah Didier in the corner. Neal cuts it off, sends it behind the net again to Higgs. 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Tied up at 1, cut off by Trevor Moore. Moore now over the line to Doremus. Wrist shot, save, rebound, and another shot is saved by DeVito, who never saw it make that D-ball. D-ball never saw it after he made the initial save. Back to get it is Doremus. Shovels it off the glass, takes a big hip check there. Here's Tabram. It's going to be poked in there again by Mike Zaleski. Valegia back to get it. Now over to Didier. Quick pass to LaRaza. Tabram. Now Romick circles back. Gets it into LaRaza. Makes a move towards the slot. Poked away but gets it back. Now down low to Romick. Romick trying to work in the corner. He's held up by 2 players. Still holds on to the puck. Good work by Emil Romick. Bouncing puck. Tabram able to get it in deep for Denver. Denver keeps it in. LaRaza again with Mikowski in the slot and a shot wide. Mikowski had a goal last night. Denver gets it back again. Mikowski in the slot. His shot blocked. Rebound. Zajac. Denver again able to hold on to possession here. Puck goes in deep to Romick. Tabram races for the bench for an extra skater. Puck still in the corner. Comes up top. And finally RPI able to get it out as Fulton hit hard by Zajac. 2:15 remaining. Jumping into the play is Levin. Loose puck and it goes into the near corner. And now out to center ice, played by Josiah Didier. Denver doing everything but score here in the last minute. Tipped in by Q Shore. All tied up at 1. And we are now under 2 minutes remaining in the game. It is deja vu all over again. Matt Marcineau open in the top of the circle, but shot one off the heel of the stick. Up top to Didier. Deflected. Over to the near side. Centering pass. Shot. Save made. Rebound. Still loose. And now it's picked up by DeVito. And he's going to send it out. Denver will get a line change here. But fans wanted too many men on the ice on Denver as the puck hit one of the players trying to make a change. As we're down to 1 minute and 14 remaining in regulation. Here's Doremus. Out to Joey Valegia down the left side. Valegia upended as he gets it into the corner. Held up along the wall by Ty Loney. Now Mikowski's shot. High and wide to the glove side. Puck comes off the glass. Kept in by Ty Loney. Loney going wide. Backhander and a glove save made. We'll take our final break of the third period. 45 seconds remaining. This is Pioneer Hockey at 105.5 ESPN.
All right.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have a face-off here.
And I took the other 30 out.
I'm going to do the play-by-play for the internet here. In case they score.
All right, just take a little pause when I come back.
Hope we're coming back, man.
All right, you're up.
All right, down to 23 seconds remaining in regulation. Tied at 1 apiece. Puck now behind Sam Britton. Trying to stuff it in. Shot and a save by Britton. Right in front of the net was Briggs. Now up along the wall. Leonard Down low again. Lelegia is there, and that's going to go over the glass, and let's see if it was tipped or not. That'll determine where the face-off will be with only 2 seconds remaining in regulation. But Sam Britton saves a goal right there. All alone in front, and he makes the save with the blocker. Big face-off here to the right of the Pioneer net. Denver's already burned their timeout. RPI still with theirs available. 2 seconds. Puck drops. Comes loose. Shot wide of the net. Don't know if it would have counted, but at this point, it doesn't matter. For the second night in a row with a 1-1 tie, these teams are going to overtime. Denver hopes the results are the same as last night. We'll take a break. You're listening to Pioneer Hockey on 105.5 ESPN.
1 minute.
Saves in the third period for Sam Britton, Denver's second set for striking goals of RPI 10. Third-period totals Britton 17 and Pickle with 27 saves for the Engineers. RPI, we're talking about the fact that the Recovery Sports Room for this sport and fans picked your game to the Recovery Sports Room at the Hilton Garden. Hilton Street in Troy and receive a $40 voucher with purchase of $8.99 or more.
You got an Avalanche score yet, or has it not started?
I don't have one yet.
All right.
All right, 3, 2, 1, you're up.
Welcome back to the Houston Fieldhouse in Troy, New York. Number 18, Rensselaer. Number 20, DU. Going to overtime once again. Identical score as last night, 1-1. 5-minute overtime. No shootout in this non-conference game on the road for DU. So the Pioneers end up regulation out shooting RPI 28-25. But the Pioneers go 0 for 4 on the power play. Rensselaer 1 for 4. Denver got a goal from Ty Loney, assisted by Quentin Shore. Rensselaer, goal from Matt Neal, from Ryan Haggerty and Bo Dolan. Remember, up until last night's overtime win, Denver had gone 14 consecutive overtime games without a win, 0-6-7. But they broke that streak last night. Tipped in by Quentin Shore. Puck behind the net. Ty Loney trying to stuff it in, and now it's sent out to neutral ice. Down to 4:44 remaining in the game in overtime. Joey Lelegia finds a little space, sends it in. Now off the glass and out. Down the left side, Zach Schrader coming in. Now in the corner. Makes a move. Now Doremus pokes it away. Ty Loney tips it into the zone. And they are going to call an icing here as Denver got a full line change. And they're going to say this was an icing here as Loney tipped it before he got to the red line. Another broken stick on the ice for the Pioneers. This is going to be interesting how the referee's trying to find the players in this lineup as Denver with a wholesale line change right as it was tipped in. And the referee, McDonald, and Whittemore both trying to separate who should be on and who should be off. So face off to the right of Sam Britton. Doremus and Johnny Rodgick, and Doremus wins the draw. Pioneers again get it in, and once again it's going to be an icing. Strange play there, as once again Denver unable to get that line change. Nobody on him when it was pushed in before the red line. Face off now to the left of Sam Britton. All tied up at 1. 4:05 remaining in this 5-minute overtime. Sudden death or sudden life. Or both teams walk out of here with a point and a tie. Now Ty Loney off the wall and out. Denver will get their line change. Mikowski picks it off at the red line. Backpedaling now is Denver trying to get it in. Mikowski, quick pitch to Butcher. Over to Garrett Allen. Feeds to Remus. Backhander, and he just missed it. Mikowski at the point. Sends it in. Save made. Behind the net, Moore. Takes it up top to Butcher. Butcher gets the shot off, and it's wide to the stick side. Hard rebound played. And now taken back by Butcher again at the Pioneer blue line. Denver can't control the puck, but an errant pass there from Neal. Having to go back to get it is Bradley. Garrett Allen on him. Now Levin on Neal. Puck comes loose to Chris Bradley again. Outlet pass to Bo Dolan, and now it'll send into the left of Sam Britton. Going in to get it, Miloš Bubela. Here's Zaleski. Try to get it into the corner, didn't get much on it. Leleji is there for Denver. Off the wall, Bubela trying to center it. Right there was Tenorti, and getting it back again is Bubela. LaBeouf keeps it in the zone, now on the near wall. Spinning is Zaleski, gets a shot off, and a save made there by Sam Britton. As we are now down to 2:34 remaining in the overtime. No shootout here. You win, you lose, or you tie in this 5-minute overtime. Denver won it last night 2-1. Emil Romig, the hero. Pioneers trying to get another point here on the road. Leonard off the face-off. Shot is blocked. Now in the circle. Ty Loney is there for Denver. Up along the wall. Zajac has it, then lost it. Backhanded shot blocked by Mikowski. Out comes Romig to center ice. Romig able to get it in. Driving the net. Backhanded shot. Rebound and played there by the forward. Quentin Short trying to keep it in the zone. Has a stick right up along the wall. Now flipped out of the zone again by LaBeouf all the way back, and that'll be an icing call on RPI with 1:56 remaining. Denver now out shooting Rensselaer 30-19 after a dreadful first period where they only had 4 shots on net. And Rensselaer will use their timeout here with 1:56 remaining in the overtime. RPI, of course, coached by Seth Appert, longtime assistant coach for the Pioneers, one of the architects of that 2-time defending national championship team in 04 and 05. And his assistant coach, Brian Vines, played for Denver, captain of the 2001-2002 team that might have been as good or better as any of the national championship teams, but lost in the NCAA regionals at Michigan against Michigan. Jim Montgomery, the head coach for Denver in his first season, assistant for Seth Appert for 4 seasons right here at Rensselaer. And of course, Jim Knowlton, the athletic director here at RPI. His son, Chris Knowlton, just graduated DU. Had a good senior season, a good 4-year career at Denver. Now he's playing hockey in Norway. So RPI uses their timeout. Face off now to the left of Scott Diebold. 1:56 remaining in the overtime. All tied up at 1 apiece. Denver wins the draw. Mikowski inside the line. Now Trevor Moore. His pass is blocked, and now Schrader has it. Out to center ice. Picked off by Mikowski. Outlet to Moore. Centering pass in the slot. Now it's out to center ice. Schrader Driving the net. Butcher on him. Backhanded shot blocked. And now sent up along the wall. Denver has it. Long pass to Quentin Shore. Jumps off of his stick and now picked up there in front of the Pioneer bench by Moore. Denver able to get it in. Pioneers will change it up. Circling around the net, bringing it out, Curtis Leonard. This should be an icing, and it will be. Right there was Matt Neal, but unable to tip it in at the blue line, and a costly mistake there, potentially, for the Rensselaer Engineers. 1:10 now remaining in the hockey game. 1-1 tied in overtime. Gabe Levin to take it for the Pioneers. It'll be Mike Zaleski for RPI. Zaleski wins the draw. Now comes over to the near wall. Racing for it, Ty Loney. Up top, Didier keeps it in. Shot! Got through, but a save made. LaRaza up top again. Now Loney down low. Levin spins and a save made. Oh, what a shot by Levin. Another shot by Lalegia. Bounces off the chest and goes into the corner. Ty Loney cuts it off, has a man. Now Didier at the point, and he pulls it wide, stick side. Kept by Levin again. Picked off and out to center ice. And Didier sends it back in for DU. Pioneers will change it up. Only 25 seconds remaining in the game. At center ice. Over the line, Briggs going wide. Zajac on him. Now behind the Pioneer cage. Didier takes the body. Zajac is there. And now Denver will have one last chance with 5 seconds remaining. At center ice, Zajac. Shore winds up. Shot, and it's tipped and into the screen. But that's going to do it. The Denver Pioneers and Rensselaer tie at 1-1 tonight. What a hockey game and what a weekend for these two teams that have so many coaches and people in common, all tied up at one. Overtime tie for RPI and DU, but Denver will come out of the weekend with a win and a tie. Pioneer postgame coming up on 105.5 ESPN. Are you going to add like a 30 or something here?
Yeah, I can.
You can add as much as you like.
All right.
And then obviously I got to write down the highlights.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me find a pen. Let me find a pen here. All right. Okay. All right, go ahead. Let's see, we've got the first goal, right?
Yeah, we have both goals. I also have the, let me look here. I have a bunch of saves.
Oh, hold on. I got to move here. 1 sec.
Hey, you got me?
All right, go ahead again.
I have a Britton save in the first period, the glove save he had.
Okay, so hold on. So we're going to do, we'll start out with the Britton save then?
Yeah.
Okay, so Britton save in the first.
Yep.
Okay, and then we'll do the goal.
Yep.
And then
both
we'll do...
goals if you want.
Yeah, and then we'll do... Well, not at the same time, though.
Well, no, yeah, but one after each other.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the third period, I have a Britton save at the very end of the period. That one with like 4 seconds left.
Okay, so 4 seconds left. Britton.
And then in overtime, I do have the Levin chance at the end when he was spinning around trying to score.
Yep. So Gabe Levin almost wins it.
Yep.
All right, so we have five. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right?
I'm here with Engineers coach Seth Appert. Seth, was there anything different between today's game and yesterday's game in terms of defense, offense?
Yeah, I think we did some things better. I thought we gave up less quality scoring chances tonight. Most of their stuff was from the perimeter. They're a really good defensive team. That's one of the best defensive cores in the country. It's one of the best goalies in the country on Denver, so it's hard to create against them. Tonight's game really was like a playoff game. It just wasn't a lot of room out there. Both teams scratched and clawed, played very hard. Similar to last night. I didn't like us last night very much, but both, 1-1 games in overtime. Really hard-fought series.
Yeah, it was a very high-caliber feeling game. Also, going into tomorrow, what is the general team morale going into the game tomorrow?
Well, it's an exhibition game. It's going to be hard, I'll be honest. It's going to be hard to get up for it. After final exams, after 2 emotionally draining games like this against Denver, the third game in 3 days, and it's an exhibition game. It's going to be a demanding game for our guys to emotionally and physically get up for. But that's the charge, and those are the things we'll have to do come playoff time, play 3-3 sometimes. So it's going to be a demanding game, and we need to be ready to play.
Yeah, as head coach here going into the locker room, what's going to be the big word, get the guys ready, try to bring them up for tomorrow's game?
It's going to be more, I try not to say too much after games. I say more in the next morning. After games, I think the message falls on deaf ears a little bit at times, and you let it decompress, you let it digest a little bit, you watch video tonight, and then make some decisions on, what we need to do to get ready for tomorrow.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for having me on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, final score 1-1. Tune in tomorrow. Engineers versus Team 18 and Under, America. That's going to be at 4 p.m. You're watching Engineers Hockey live on RPI TV. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for having me.